Once upon a time, nestled in a valley surrounded by whispering willows and sparkling streams, there was a peculiar place known as the Village of Silent People. It wasn't that the people couldn't speak, they simply chose not to. For generations, they had discovered a different, more colorful way to communicate. They believed that words sometimes could be like gray clouds, hiding the true brightness of their feelings. So, instead of talking, they used their hands, their bodies, and their art to share their thoughts and stories. In this quiet village lived a young girl named Lily. Lily had the most expressive hands in the whole village. When she was happy, her fingers would dance in the air like butterflies fluttering over a field of wildflowers. When she was sad, her hands would droop like weeping willow branches after a heavy rain. Her best friend was a boy named Sam, who was a master of drawing. Sam carried a small slate and a piece of chalk with him everywhere. He could draw the fastest bird, the tallest tree, or the silliest face in just a few quick strokes. One sunny morning, Lily woke up with an exciting idea. The annual village festival was just a week away, and she wanted to share a grand story with everyone, a story more vivid and wonderful than any told before. She scurried over to Sam's house, her feet barely touching the cobblestone path. She found him in his garden, sketching a grumpy-looking gnome hiding behind a mushroom. Lily's hands flew with excitement. She mimed a giant stage, a big audience, and a story that would unfold not just with her hands, but with Sam's drawings too. Sam's eyes widened. He understood immediately. A story told with gestures and live art. He grabbed his slate and drew a big, shining sun with a smiling face, then pointed at Lily and himself and drew a trophy. He was in. For the next few days, they practiced tirelessly. Lily would tell the story of a brave little bird who wanted to touch a star. Her hands would become the tiny bird, flapping its wings, struggling against the wind, and soaring higher and higher. As she gestured, Sam would draw the journey on a huge canvas. He drew swirling winds, dark storm clouds, and finally, a sky filled with twinkling, friendly stars. The day of the festival arrived. The village square was filled with people, all communicating in their own beautiful, silent ways. Some wore masks to show their feelings, others played gentle melodies on flutes, and many shared stories through graceful dance. It was a symphony of silent expression. When it was Lily and Sam's turn, a hush fell over the crowd. Lily stood on the stage, her heart thumping like a drum. Sam stood beside his large canvas, a bucket of colorful chalks at his feet. Lily took a deep breath and began. Her hands became the little bird, born in a cozy nest. She showed its curiosity, its desire to fly beyond the treetops. The audience watched, captivated, as her movements told a story of dreams and determination. Beside her, Sam's hands were a blur of motion. He drew the cozy nest, the vast blue sky, and the distant, shimmering star the little bird longed to reach. When the bird faced a scary storm, Lily's body trembled, and her hands mimed the fight against the fierce wind. Sam's chalk scraped against the canvas, creating dark, angry clouds and jagged lightning bolts. The villagers leaned forward, their eyes wide. They could feel the bird's fear and its courage. Finally, Lily's hands soared upwards in a triumphant arc. She showed the little bird, tired but happy, reaching the highest point in the sky, where a single, bright star seemed to wink just for it. Sam drew the star, making it sparkle with shimmering yellow and white chalk, its light shining down on the tiny, victorious bird. When the story ended, Lily and Sam took a bow. For a moment, there was complete silence. Then, the entire village erupted. But it wasn't with sound. It was with a breathtaking explosion of gestures. Hands flew up in applause, fingers wiggled to show joy, and people hugged each other, their faces beaming. They had not just seen a story, they had felt it in their hearts. Lily and Sam had shown everyone that communication wasn't just about what you said, but about how you shared your heart. And in the village of silent people, hearts were shared in the most beautiful ways imaginable.